watching a Headlines Today special on the big battle for Maharashtra. What I want to do in part 2 is take as many as possible from the people who've gathered over here. We'll start with this young gentleman here.
My question is to NCP and Congress. Sir, your party was in rule for 15 years and 10 years in the center. Whenever the election comes, you push the buck on the other side. You start the blame game. This road is not ours. This is central government. This is state government. But 15 years you had your party ruling in state and center. Have you ever sat together to solve this issue? When the election comes, you push the buck on the central government.
That's a very good question. Let Prasad Lad respond to that.
Definitely your question is good. But there is so many agencies working in the state and the country and the corporations. And I am as a chairman. From last 3 years, I know the problems between the corporation and the state government. There is so many problems, so many issues, so many permissions between so many authorities. And always 1 minute.
So people are suffering because you say that some other party is ruling the corporation, some other party is ruling state, some other party is ruling center. Then because of this, people of the country are ruling. There's no output, there's no productivity. And every election,
this young gentleman has a follow-up question on this. Yes.
मेरा शिवसेना से सवाल है कि इतने साल आपके पास बीएमसी है और बीएमसी का उतना विकास नहीं हुआ है, तो सच में आपके हाथ में हम लोग महाराष्ट्र दे, आप सच में इसका विकास कर सकते हैं?
Let Shweta respond to that.
I think he doesn't know that what work has been undertaken under BMC in the last 15 years. And
the
on
BMC
the basis
is
of that,
consistently voted as one of the most corrupt civic bodies in India.
No, then people would not have voted for us. The simple reason that people have got in Shiv Sena again, that clearly shows that they are happy with
Congress
the work.
and the NCP can say the same thing.
But let's see, in the coming elections. Now, taking his question, there are effluent treatment plants which are set up. There is extra water which is going to be supplied with the new projects which are absolutely in ready position. The Olympic-sized swimming pool which is done here, virtual learning for schools. There are n number, I can just go on, and these things have been undertaken, completed and put forth before people. They are on our website. You can go and see it anytime you want. And I'm sure that this is going to benefit us in the coming
Okay, the gentleman says you haven't answered his question. They voted you to power. Now you come back and say that we can't get your work done because the BMC is not under our control. That sounds like a lame excuse.
Rahul, we never say that we are not doing this project or we have a problem. The last 15 years, Congress and NCP work together, and we work for Mumbai, we work for the Maharashtra. There are so many projects. Already Harish Rogeji, I think in a hashtag program, he also told everything about the development, monorail, metro rail, everything comes in Mumbai. And I am talking about the Mumbai.
There is a question on the monorail, sir. Just 1 second. Can I get across to the other side?
Good evening. My name is Siddesh. I just want to ask all of you this, that you are ready, all time ready to pull each other's legs. Instead, you can just remember there was recent activity done by ISRO on Mars. It was only 450 crores rupees. But right now you can see monorail project has been doubled the amount. You can explain the further details for that or development projects you have. You are just...
That's a very important point, sir. That we've spent lesser money to get to Mars than we've spent on trying to build a monorail which is still not effective.
Rahul, this is the one thing, the Mars pe upar jo gaya hua tha, that project will start before Modi comes.
That's not the point.
No, but that
the cost overrun. How much is
Rahul, 1 minute, Rahul.
1350 crores.
1350 crores have been spent. You don't have an effective monorail system in place. And in 1/3 the money we've gone to Mars.
So many
what does
issues,
that say about the level of corruption?
There is so many issues about the traffic and the inflation of the...
That's not an answer. आप बड़े स्मार्ट नेता हो सर. सवाल कोई पूछते जवाब आप कुछ और देते हो. ये थोड़ी जो सवाल पूछ रही जनता उसका जवाब दीजिए ना.
मैं आपको मोनोरेल की जवाब दे रहा हूँ. आप बोल रहे हो 450 करोड़ का प्रोजेक्ट 1350 करोड़ रुपए हो गया. मैं वही आपको बताने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ कि जब मोनोरेल का प्रोजेक्ट शुरू हुआ, कई जगह पे एनक्रोचमेंट थी, कई जगह पे प्रॉब्लम्स थे, रोड्स के प्रॉब्लम थे.
मार्स पे इंक्रोचमेंट नहीं है, इसलिए इसरो को प्रॉब्लम नहीं हुआ.
मार्स पे इंक्रोचमेंट नहीं.
इंजीनियरिंग सपोर्ट किस काम का? इतना बड़ा टॉप क्लास इंजीनियर है आपके पास, किस काम के वो? अगर इतना
ये अच्छा नया एक्सक्यूज आ रहा है कि मार्स पे इंक्रोचमेंट नहीं है इसलिए मार्स पहुंच गए, मोनोरेल हमारी लटक रही है अभी.
सर, हेलो.
Go on, पूछो. हो जाओ सर, कौन देखेगा?
I just want to ask, the whatever projects you have made, that is for example Chembur or Santa Cruz Link Road, that is totally failure plant because due to inefficient planning, still the people are facing traffic problems Even there is congestion in western side as well as eastern side also. So what is your view about that?
Definitely there is Mumbai is a big traffic problem, boss.
So what have you done about it, boss?
We are planning to clear the people, basically the problem from the traffic.
Problem is migrants.
Sir, but you've had 15 years. जनता तो पूछेगी आप तो प्रॉब्लम गिना रहे हो. आपको यहाँ लाया था जवाब देने के लिए. 15 साल से आपने प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व क्यों नहीं किया?
आप लोग एक मंगल पे यान गया जो कांग्रेस एनसीपी ने काम शुरू किया, मोदी ने उसका रिबन काटा तो वो मोदी ने किया. हम लोगों ने जो रोड किए वो गलत रोड किए. दिस इज नॉट अ वे. आप लोग मोदी को प्रमोट कर रहे हो चैनल के माध्यम से.
किसी को प्रमोट नहीं कर रहे. हमारे लिए सब बराबर, हम किसी को प्रमोट नहीं कर रहे. बताओ.
My name is Dolphy D'Souza, convener of the Police Reforms Watch. NCP and Congress were in power for 15 years. 2006, the Supreme Court gave directives on police reform. Why has your government not implemented this? And we want a promise from the other parties. If they come in power, are they going to implement the police reforms as directed by the Supreme Court?
Absolutely right.
Mr. Raj.
डेफिनेटली आपका जो सवाल है, जो
पुलिस रिफॉर्म में तो कोई मार्क्स पे इंक्रोचमेंट नहीं था ना.
पुलिस रिफॉर्म के लिए आर पाटिल जी ने हमेशा उसके लिए कमेटी भी बनाई थी, पुलिस रिफॉर्म के लिए काम भी किया गया था, लेकिन हमेशा वो चीज़ के लिए कहीं ना कहीं हाउस में या कहीं ना कहीं हर जगह पे टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम्स आ रहे थे.
क्या प्रॉब्लम?
आई थिंक
शायद आपको, you don't know the facts of the case, sir. Your own government in June 2014 passed the Maharashtra Police Amendment Ordinance Continuance Act, which is in total contravention of the Supreme Court directives without consultation with the people of Maharashtra. It's a shameful thing.
सर 15 साल में तो कमेटी को कुछ करना चाहिए था ना.
नहीं, लेकिन कमेटी इन्हीं लोगों की होती है ना. रिटायर्ड आईएएस ऑफिसर, आईपीएस ऑफिसर होते हैं.
सर 15 साल आपके पास थे. नहीं, हाँ 15 साल आपके पास थे. जितना कमेटी बनाना था कुछ तो निकलना चाहिए था ना कमेटी से.
डेफिनेटली हम लोगों ने काम किया है. पिछले 15 साल से लोगों ने हमको चुन के दिया है. तो वी वर्क फॉर अ मुंबई, वी वर्क फॉर अ महाराष्ट्र.
नहीं, वो पूछने आप कर क्यों नहीं पाए?
If political interference in police postings stops and police reforms are truly put in place, then we will have a really efficient police force who will not be afraid of the netas and who will take action against illegalities. Today, because of this neta support and interference in police postings, that is why we see illegalities and the Mumbai police hands are tied up.
We are not agree. The Home Minister of Maharashtra, R.R. Patil, his image is very clear and he never interfere in a police postings.
Okay, Shweta Parulekar, the question is, yes, if the Shiv Sena gets a chance, will you do what the Congress NCP did, or will you actually implement police reforms?
We will implement police reforms, which is there in the vision document which Uddhav ji has put forth. Coming back to the Home Minister, Mr. R.R. Patil, he is the one who has made some irresponsible statements like बड़े शहरों में छोटी-छोटी बातें होती हैं, on the backdrop of the terrorist attacks which had happened in Mumbai, where there were scams of the bulletproof jacket not being bulletproof. So that is the kind of corruption we have seen in this tenure of the last 15 years.
Okay, I want to take some questions from the back. Yes, you want to ask?
My question is to Mr. Lad, sir. You see the Mahada issue. People are staying 40 years in transit camp, yet they have not given, they are homeless. So what is the reason behind that? You can see a lot of anti-corruption people are going to Mahada office, and they have caught officers, those who are working in Mahada, and they are not helping the innocent people, those who are, they want home. Means, my question is directly to you. People are homeless. After 15 years, you've been ruling the state. You should have given the home to the...
Okay, let Mr. Lad respond.
Basically, boss, the MHADA is the one single agency all over the India. Only in the Maharashtra state, there is a redevelopment and reconstruction board is there. And we are developing the properties, we are developing the buildings. From last 15-20 years, we built 5,000 buildings in Mumbai. And about the master list, what are you telling about the transit camps? There is a building for the transit camps. We are, per year, we are giving 300 people as a transit home.
Sir, but there is a question. The people, those who pay, they will get that suitable building. Or else those who are not paying, they will get like Mankur and all that area, which I have seen. You go and see the Mankur where you people have made the houses without the lock. How can people stay inside the house without lock?
We have a 56 transit camp all over the Mumbai, from Kulaba to Mulund and Kulaba to Dahisar.
In 15 years, they have built only 5,000 buildings.
One of the scams that has really pulled down the Congress NCP government in Maharashtra has been the irrigation scam, where the prime accused was Ajit Pawar, Sharad Pawar's nephew, and one of the most prominent faces of the Maharashtra government. My colleague Jugal Purohit travelled to the Ghosikhurd Dam, one of the major dams where this alleged corruption and the alleged scam took place, to find out what people in the affected areas feel about this election. This is Jugal's report.
Maharashtra's monumental irrigation scam almost brought the government of the day down. It cost Ajit Pawar the Chief Minister's chair and still remains one of the biggest scams in Maharashtra's political history. But beyond the investigation and the audits, it's a scam that has impacted thousands of lives and made the people of the region virtual political untouchables.
If the irrigation scam is the biggest scam to rock Maharashtra, then the Ghosikhurd Dam in eastern Maharashtra is perhaps its biggest testimony. Despite being announced more than 30 years ago and despite 35 times the cost escalation, this dam is far from complete. In fact, even as on date, it does not meet more than 20% of its intended beneficiaries.
The Ghosikhurd Dam project has been getting an extension after extension. The latest deadline has been pushed back to 2015 from 2013, but nothing has changed for the villagers.
This village where I am standing right now will cease to exist in a fortnight from now. Let's speak to these villagers to understand what are their concerns even as the water behind us is rising and the time for them to get out of this place, even though most of them say that they have accepted compensation. They are not still satisfied with the kind of facilities that the government has made for them in their resettlement and rehabilitation colonies.
प्रफुल्ल भाई पटेल थे तो उन्होंने हाथ ऊपर करके बोल दिया कि हम हर कुटुंब में एक नौकरी देंगे, तो वो नौकरी तो नहीं दे पाए, लेकिन नौकरी के बदले हम 5 लाख देंगे बोले, तो वो भी नहीं दिए।
तो अपनी मर्जी से पानी रोकता और निकालते लोग, जबरदस्ती से ही काम है।
पानी भर रहा है।
हाँ, भर रहा है तो कोई मरने की जरूरत ही नहीं है उसको, पानी आ गया तो लोग निकलती है, मरेंगे क्या वो घर में।
While the Congress NCP government has been accused in the irrigation scam, BJP Rajya Sabha MP Ajay Sancheti's firm, SMS Infrastructure, has been one of the key contractors in the Ghosikhurd project. Now the political players are getting ready for the Maha pole battle. But those who gave up their land for the project still feel betrayed.
यहाँ बहुत दिक्कत है साहब, क्योंकि यहाँ पे बिजली नहीं है, पानी नहीं है और पाइपलाइन सब फूटी हुई है।
वो गांव में पूरे सुविधाएं थी और यहाँ कोई सुविधाएं नहीं दिखाई दे रही।
क्या होना चाहिए?
पानी की समस्या है, बिजली की है।
When the irrigation scam actually hit the headlines, what caught the attention was the mind-boggling amount of money that was involved. As you travel through these areas where the scam was actually perpetrated, and as you speak to the people who gave up their lands, who had to be rehabilitated, you realize that neither these projects nor the people have benefited. In fact, in these colonies, people are still complaining about the basic facilities. With camera person Nikhil Sharma in the Ghosikhurd Rehabilitation Colony, for Headlines Today, this is Jugal Purohit.
People in the scam-affected areas completely unexcited about this election, because the election and what's happening doesn't seem to be making a difference to their lives, and the issues that are making a difference to their lives are not what the netas seem to have in mind. Mr. Lad, आपको ये चिंता है कि आपकी सरकार, जैसे मनमोहन सिंह की सरकार याद रखी गई करप्शन के लिए, 2G, कॉमनवेल्थ गेम्स, आपकी सरकार याद रखी जाएगी इरिगेशन स्कैम के लिए।
नहीं, इरिगेशन का स्कैम का कोई बात ही नहीं है, उसमें पूरा क्लियर कट क्लीन चिट दिया गया।
वो तो हमें मालूम है कैसे क्लीन चिट मिला।
नहीं, वो तो कमीशन ने दिया हुआ क्लीन चिट है।
वो तो मैच फिक्सिंग थी, वो तो अलायंस पार्टनर्स के बीच में मैच फिक्सिंग थी। जनता उस क्लीन चिट को सीरियसली नहीं लेती। क्या आप मानते हैं, एक सेकंड, क्या आप लोग मानते हैं कि इरिगेशन स्कैम कुछ नहीं है? वो तो कहते हैं क्लीन स्कीम मिल गया। कितने लोग मानते हैं कि क्लीन चिट असली जेन्युइन क्लीन चिट है? कितने लोग मानते हैं कि क्लीन चिट असली नहीं है,
लेकिन
कि जेन्युइन क्लीन चिट? देखिए, जनता क्रेडिबिलिटी नहीं है सर।
इसमें पॉलिटिकल अपोजिशन पार्टी सोई थी क्या हाउस में? पॉलिटिकल पार्टी अगर हाउस में बैठी थी तो उनको बात करना चाहिए था। अगर हम लोगों ने फॉल्स स्टेटमेंट दिया है और अगर कोई कमीशन बात करता है तो
ये इम्पोर्टेंट बात है that the Shiv Sena BJP was as mixed up. Cooperators from your parties were involved.
सोई थी तो सोई नहीं थी, इसके लिए ही वो सामने आ गया ना स्कैम, नहीं तो वो नहीं आता था।
वो तो एक्टिविस्ट ने मेहनत की इसलिए आया, शिव सेना ने कुछ नहीं किया।
राहुल, second thing, when respected Ajit Pawar ji, when he was asked about these things, in jokingly he said, what do I do if there is no water in the dam? Shall I go and...
बड़े गंदे जोक मारते हैं अजीत पवार, ये जोक ठीक नहीं है। This gentleman wants to ask a question. Yes, this young lady है, बोलिए।
आप लोग सब यही बोल रहे हैं, ये रीजन दे रहे हैं, हर चीज का रीजन दे रहे हैं। तो आप लोग स्टूडेंट्स के लिए क्या कर रहे हैं, यूथ के लिए क्या कर रहे हैं, एजुकेशन क्या कर रहे हैं, वुमेन सेफ्टी के लिए क्या कर रहे हैं आप लोग सबको अब मेरा ये क्वेश्चन है कि आप लोग रीजंस मत दीजिए, आप हमारे लिए कुछ तो करिए।
आप सब बहाने मार रहे हैं। चलिए, किससे स्टार्ट करें? श्वेता पारुलेकर, let's start with you.
Once again, I'd like to tell you
on women safety, her specific question, and youth.
Women safety and youth. So in the vision document, there are two specific mentions for women safety, especially even the police force which has women in it, for them also who are not at all safe. And the second thing regarding education, we are going to reform and revamp the entire education system which is there now, and about the reservation policy also, where there will be equal representation for everybody, and to decentralize the Mumbai University, make more space for other universities.
Let's get the BJP spokesperson to answer the same questions. Women safety.
Yes.
Youth policy.
There are many things we are doing. In 1 or 2 days we have manifesto. We are releasing our manifesto. And
सर, ये आपका मैनिफेस्टो इतना लेट क्यों आता है? चुनाव तो खत्म हो गया, कब आएगा मैनिफेस्टो?
एक बात है, उसकी वजह है हमने इस बार एक लोक संवाद नाम का एक अलग प्रयोग किया था, और हम लोगों के पास गए और लोगों से पूछा कि हमारे पास कुछ सजेशन है ही। हमारे पास 10,000 सजेशन आए इसके बारे में, और उससे हम आ रहे हैं। 1-2 दिन रुकिए, बहुत सारे सुझाव आपको अच्छे मिलेंगे।
संदीप देशपांडे,
हमारा जो
सत्ता ही नहीं तो कहा जाएगा।
हमारा जो पहला पक्ष था, जिसने वुमेन सेफ्टी के बारे में ये कहा था कि जो वुमेन सेफ्टी स्टार्ट होती है घर से स्टार्ट होती है, तो अगर घर औरत के नाम पे हो जाएगा, महिला के नाम पे हो जाएगा, तो उसको घर के बारे में जितने भी टैक्सेस है उनको माफ किया जाएगा। दैट वाज आवर फर्स्ट प्रॉमिस टू स्टार्ट विद द सिक्योरिटी ऑफ वुमन। दूसरा जो एजुकेशन के बारे में है, हमने यही कहा था कि जो एजुकेशन आना चाहिए, दैट शुड बी जॉब ओरिएंटेड एजुकेशन आना चाहिए। बीए पास किया, बीकॉम पास किया, उनको जॉब नहीं मिलता, तो जॉब ओरिएंटेड एजुकेशन के लिए क्या करना चाहिए उसके बारे में पूरा डिटेल हमने ब्लूप्रिंट में हमारे दिया है।
ओके, द जेंटलमैन। यस सर।
अभी कुछ दिन पहले मोदी जी आए थे और उन्होंने कहा था कि हमें महाराष्ट्र को गुजरात से आगे ले जाना है। यानी कि वो क्या दिखाना चाह रहे थे कि हमारा महाराष्ट्र पीछे है, जबकि आप लोग देखिए कि गुजराती काम धंधे के लिए मुंबई आते हैं और हमारे मुंबईकर वहाँ नहीं जाते काम करने के लिए। तो इससे मालूम पड़ता है कि हमारे मुंबई और हमारे महाराष्ट्र गुजरात से आगे है। और मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि हमारे महाराष्ट्र के लोगों ने इन लोगों को, जो यहाँ की जो 4 बड़ी पार्टियां हैं, उनको आजमा के देखिए। अब की बार ऐसे पार्टी को आजमा के देखें जो महाराष्ट्र के लिए कुछ कर सके। और वो कौन है, वो सभी को पता है कि महाराष्ट्र के लिए कौन सोचता है, कौन रोड को उतरता है।
ये उपाध्याय जी आपको जवाब देना चाहिए कि जब बार बार मोदी बोलते हैं कि गुजरात बना दूंगा महाराष्ट्र को, महाराष्ट्र के लोगों को अच्छा नहीं लगता है।
मुझे लगता है कि जो डेवलपमेंट की बात वो कह रहे हैं, वो दूसरी बात कुछ नहीं कह रहे। उसका मतलब इतना ही है कि महाराष्ट्र का विकास होना चाहिए। पिछले 15 सालों से यहाँ कांग्रेस एनसीपी के फेल्यूर की वजह से उद्योग धंधे जा रहे हैं, एक तो बाहर जा रहे हैं या नए आ नहीं रहे हैं। ये दैट इज ए मेजर रीजन। वो उद्योग धंधे यहाँ आएंगे तो यहाँ के लोग, तो जो सब है यूथ है, उनको रोजगार मिलेगा, उनको काम मिलेगा और महाराष्ट्र आगे जाएगा। इसलिए बाकी उससे कोई हमारा
ओके
अरे है।
We let the people decide. There are several hands that are still up. but I'm out of time on this broadcast, so this is where I need to end. Tomorrow we'll be broadcasting from Vile Parle. As I said, through this week, we'll travel to different parts of Maharashtra, capturing the pulse of the people in this big battle. The first big challenge for the BJP to show whether Narendra Modi can do a Sachin Tendulkar, be batsman, bowler, fielder at the same time in Delhi and in Mumbai, or an opportunity for the people of Maharashtra to show they want someone closer to them who will work in their midst 24/7 and not someone who goes away. You all have been a wonderful audience. Thank you all very much for joining us on the big Maharashtra Battleground program today. This is where we end. News and updates continue when we come back on the other side. I look forward to seeing you at 9:30 p.m. tomorrow.